Alright, SMC news time, and it's Wednesday again, and as you may know, during Wednesday is the time where SMC drops the update for what's to come during the weekly update. And also, a couple of days ago, Mecha City Alpha's Bilibili just released another fishhead video, which some of you may know contains a lot of stuff that we can look forward to down the line as well. Now, before we dive in, this is your host Echo of Echo Do It, and it would mean the absolute world for me if you can click that subscribe button and give this video a like. Alright, first of all, in that video, they have highlighted the already released Hongya Dong collaboration. You know, Hongya Ning and Hongya Juchong, and they are teasing possible changes in the map that's gonna apply the Hongya theme somewhere in there. And we're gonna talk all about that later, and you're gonna wanna hear that. Secondly, Raven's pilot Nighthawk has been discussed in this video as well. You know, the edgy one with like the dark clothes and straps, the assassin one. Yeah, and that basically confirms that he's the male pilot that's gonna be dropping in this season, and that basically confirms all of like the OG cast before the before the Steam release. Except for our boy Tarantula, because we don't know if it's ever gonna be coming back. And thirdly, there is a talk of the new mecha, and it's gonna be invisible, supposedly. I don't know what kind of balance they're gonna do with it, but he can supposedly go invisible, and he's gonna be having 2 guns in his arsenal. Did you guys know that during the release of Season 12, SMC's social media made an oopsie with like the poster picture, prematurely uploading it with Raven instead of Battle Pass Arthur? Not a lot of people have seen that before. I don't know about you guys, but that's a pretty big oops, and I'm sure someone's gonna get in trouble with that. But the damage already been done, it's already out on the internet. And what can we do about it but talk about it? So a lot of people have been speculating that it's gonna be SS Raven, and that's fair, but I wanna look at it in like, you know, a little bit of a different direction. I mean, we haven't had a proper batch of S Plus in forever, like since I think the Arthur's the last one. I'm not really counting the thematic ones, like he's in a Firefox, CNY Vento, Kuma, Aurora, and Raven. I don't really count those. The permanent S Plus that I consider is like Hot Steel, Trio, Skylark, you know, the ones without any thematic lock on them. And I think Raven and also that hurricane in the background, I think their designs kind of fit over there. And if they were to do that, I think they'd engage with like the players more, because it's somewhat free to play achievable, and it gives the players like a reason to grind. So I don't know what you guys think about there. Like, you can comment down below if you strongly believe that it's gonna be SS and you want to see some recolors of it. Me, I'm just hoping that it's gonna be another S Plus, because we kind of need that right now. Now let's move on to the expected map changes brought forth by the Hongya Dong collaboration. On the fishhead upload, they said that they were gonna update a chunk of the map to contain Hongya Dong themed structures and designs. And I thought they were gonna modify an already existing place like Yayoi Bridge. But on the follow-up post on Bilibili, I feel relieved because they have officially announced, although cryptically, where it will be placed, and it's safe to say that none of your beloved landing zones and looting area would be modified. Instead, it would be on an empty plot of land right across a certain building with a statue of a mecha, based on their words. And we all know that that building is City Hall with a hurricane statue. I hope it's gonna be big enough to reach even the south of Ayumi and Extreme Sports Ground, but any change on that South Island area is already very promising, and I'm excited for this. I think this would massively change the flow of battle that rotates around City Hall and Ayumi Castle, and it used to always be so one-sided if you get destroyed down there, because it's pretty much GG. But if they were to add some architecture and interior space over there, that would make the fights just a lot more dynamic. Alright, okay, now let's move on over to the patch note, like the official ones, and on the global SOCMED side of things. First one would be Snow Mirage. Snow Mirage is gonna be the official name of the newest mecha to drop, which would most likely be next week. Yesterday, they have uploaded 2 images hinting the design and the highlight ability of it, which is the invisibility. And I've also enhanced the outline photo of Mirage if you're interested in seeing some of the details that were originally hidden in the dark. But it turns out there's another image, and this one clearly displays what kind of kit we can expect with this mecha. Now, it's said that it was uploaded on like the Korean social sites, and I can't really find the link. But the icons and everything seem to line up with like the official design, so I'm willing to accept this even without source. But if you do have a link of the Korean sock mid, please do comment it down below. Now, if we were to look at his kit, the primary attack seems to be the pistol that we can see on the outline photo. The secondary looks to be some sort of grenade. I feel like it's gonna be like smoke grenade just to make it so that you can pop in invisible without your enemies seeing where you originally were and expect where you could come from. It could also be a flashbang or a stun grenade, but the cylindrical design of it seems to kind of hint that it's gonna be definitely a utility grenade instead of an offensive one. Because usually, if you were to design an icon for an offensive grenade, you're gonna use the pineapple, not those cylindrical types, right? And for his highly anticipated invisibility, it would be on his mobility button. So no special dash, no flying all over the place with this one. And the giant sniper seems to be switchable. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be cooldown based, like Venturus, or if it's gonna be a free to change kind of weapon like with Pulsar and Kuma. With the TDM matchmaking last week, they have introduced the testing phase for the mode and map pre-selection voting feature. Now it was limited to 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. PH time, but starting tomorrow, it seems that this feature would now be permanently integrated into the mechanic of TDM so long as it's a lobby with high ranked players. They've also changed it up compared to the last time. Instead of defaulting to the classic TDM and the port map, AFK votes would no longer just count overall. I still do believe that there is some room for improvements over here. Like instead of like instant voting, like for whatever wins in majority, that instantly wins. I do hope that they just introduce like a mechanic wherein like each votes give that mode a particular 10% chance. Like 1 vote is 10%, 5 votes is 50%, and then they'd randomize on it. At least the minority can still occasionally win on whatever mode and map that they want to play. It might be frustrating to some, but it adds to the variety of the game modes that we can like actually enjoy and experiment with. Okay, so let's move on over to this week's balance update. For Skylark, he would be receiving a primary weapon buff against pilots, and a talent attack module would be a little more effective by a couple of percentages. Pulsar, on the other hand, would be receiving an overall nerf in his primary attack against both mechas and pilot. Michael would be receiving another buff on his block program module and a larger projectile size. Weirdly enough, but it is what it is. Firefox, on the other hand, would be getting a buff on his dash shields and a buff on his core 1's damage output. There's also a couple of quality of life updates out there, like, better placement of camera for Hurricane, but I can't really detail all of that. All I can say is that this is the first patch note in a while to not include, like, enhanced optimization with Origo and less overlapping features. The standard last 2 entries since like a couple of weeks since they released a couple of weeks ago, from dating back all the way till the initial release of Origo, which is December, and it's already April right now, and Origo is still buggy as hell. And I don't know, I really don't know, I'm just quitting most of the time I'm on Origo on mobile anyway. But yeah, that will be it for this week's update. Once again, this is Echo, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're not yet subscribed, it would be the best way to keep up to date with uploads like this and my live streams of not just SMC, but also Apex and some other random stuff that I feel like doing. So I'll see you guys till next time. I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I hope you guys tune in. Bye bye. Bye bye? No, peace out. What's it what you're saying? Bye bye. Oh my god. I did a lot of retakes on this video. I actually did so much, and I'd hate to admit that I did so much, but yeah, I'm admitting it right here. I'm not a big fan of like just recording and stuff. I feel like everything has to be perfect and whatnot because I have unlimited retakes anyway. It's not like streaming where I have like an excuse. But yeah, this is it. And comment down below, outro squad, if you managed to stay all the way here, even after I ended it. So yeah, peace out, bros.